Now on Friday, the Nio stock price finished trading at $4.39, and in the last week alone, or in the last 5 trading sessions, as you notice, you notice that Nio was up 5.5%. So last week, Nio went up by 5.5%, but year to date, the stock is still down 3.5%. Now, one thing that I've been telling you about Nio is that obviously there is a lot that we have spoken a lot about in terms of fundamentals, but of course we know that fundamentals at this moment are very much disconnected from the technicals or the share price of Nio. The actual share price is very much disconnected from the fundamentals because the short sellers, one thing that they've been using is that obviously Nio is losing a lot of money on their earnings. Nio is, of course, not yet profitable, and very soon those things are all going to fade away, which is why, of course, the short sellers know that their days are numbered, which is why they will start slowly but surely leave the Nio stock alone, because they know that Nio is going to very soon announce their Q2 earnings, which hopefully are going to come by September or August or September of this year. And when those Q2 earnings come, I'm telling you, you are going to start seeing a significant difference in terms of the earnings, because Nio has not been playing or has been in the business of increasing their vehicle margins or their overall gross margins of Nio, and at the same time reduce on spending, cutting on unnecessary spending, which is something that is very, very good. I mean, something that some of the new investors are forgetting is, I think there were quite a number of people that were retrenched in Q2 because, especially under ONVO, because ONVO was not doing that well when Shenfei took over, and that led into them having to cut some of the employees because some of them were not even experienced to sell cars, and I think Nio had to realize that they have to let them go because they were just paying them and there was not much that was being done in terms of sales. I mean, ONVO alone, you know that in China right now they've got over 400 stores, and from those 400 stores, I think there is more that we can expect than the 4,000 that we're seeing coming from ONVO. It means that a store, it was not, there were some stores that were not even selling even 10 cars on a month, which is something that ends up making or increasing the losses of the company. But thank God now, though ONVO has cut down on their staff, they've seen a massive recovery since CNFA joined. I mean, we are seeing deliveries equating roughly around 6,200 on average in Q2, which is something that is great because with this we know that the expenses under ONVO are not that much, but deliveries have improved, which obviously that simply means that we can expect great things in terms of also the margins for ONVO, because they were not offering that much of discounts. I think they were, in April they offered a 0% interest for 3 years, but that was just, I think, for April. But these other months we've been seeing ONVO just selling their cars without much of discounts that are being offered, which will make them also have got some pretty good decent margins. Nio, on the other hand, you know that Q2 is the best for Nio, right? Because I don't remember Nio offering discounts in Q2, except I think for March, where they were offering a 0% interest, and April, I think they offered 0% interest on those that are buying the Nio cars. But May and June, there were no discounts, or discounts were just very, very, very minimal, which is something that shows you that the margins also for the main brand are top notch, are up to speed. And what puts the cherry on top, or something that will bring a significance or a massive significance onto the Q2 earnings, is obviously the Nio ET9. That car, the starting price is $107,000, and that simply means that it does not come cheap. It cannot be afforded by just anyone. And I can tell you now, the gross margins that Nio, or the margins that Nio makes by selling that car, I think they are over 30%. And if they are over 30% and they sold the kind of cars they sold, which is, I think, in Q2, it was over 1,800, I can tell you that it's going to give a major boost, because for every 1,000 cars of the ET9s they sell, Nio generates $100 million. And from that $100 million, if you have a 30% margins or vehicle margin, that's like what? $30,000, which is something that is just so great. But anyways, there is a lot that gives me that is giving me a lot of optimism going to the Q2 earnings. And by the way, the CEO of Nio has already told us that, look, wait for Q2 earnings before you can judge, before you can say whatever you are saying. Just wait till Q2 earnings, and well, let's see what transpires. And I believe, man, that Nio is going to do very well. It's going to show us that they are very much different from the Nio that we used to see previously. This is something that is great. This is something that is exciting, and it speaks volumes of where Nio is headed as a company. It speaks a lot of volumes of where Nio is at right now. And the short sellers, that is why I said, or I've been telling you on the videos I do on a daily basis, that it's only the beginning, man. This is the beginning of the greater things that are coming, right? In terms of the share price, those that are still expecting Nio to drop to $2, they have to think again, because fundamentally Nio continues to be stronger. And I don't think the market will let Nio, with this existing or the current fundamentals of some of the cars that have not been started to be sold, to have an order book of around 30 to 35,000 to go to $2, because if they do that, they know people, investors, including retail, are going to jump onto Nio like crazy. And the short squeeze that will come there, I'm telling you, that wave, no one will be able to stop it. So they won't take it to $2. So if you are still anticipating, if you are still waiting for the perfect entry and $2, guess what? It's not going to come. And you just have to take what you see as an entry point, or as an opportunity to go in and load the board. Because even the $4.39 we saw, or 30 cents we saw on Friday, that one, no one knows when you will be at end of next week or end of the month. But one thing that we know is that we shall be rewarded, man. Blue sky will come, long term will win, and those that are persevering will most definitely be rewarded with time. I remain long, I remain strong on Nio, because I know one thing, and that is blue sky is coming. I know one thing, that those that are persevering throughout the headwinds of the share price will most definitely be rewarded with time. It takes me some time to make videos like this, and all I ask from you is to give it a thumbs up, so that at least you can be notified by YouTube every time I drop a new content. I will see you on the next one. Like this video, subscribe, hit the notification bell, so that at least you can be notified, or you get to be notified by YouTube. YouTube has been telling me that some of you guys have not been subscribing, and I ask you guys to subscribe, hit the notification bell, man. Let's power up together. Let's push this channel, so that at least people can know that we are the real bulls of Nio, man. But anyways, like, share, subscribe. I'll see you on the next one, my dear friends. That is all from me, and God bless you all.